Hi, this is Rob and Ali sharing with you our passion of all things cruise and travel.
Here we are at Brisbane International Airport. This is not the cruise terminal this time, this is the International Airport because this is the start of our journey to Tokyo. Actually, Japan. Sorry, not Tokyo. We are going to Tokyo, which is where the flight goes to. So here we are at the airport. But we had an eventful start, didn't we?
Well, we did. We have never seen fog like this in Brisbane. We've both been here for just years and years and years, used to fog in the UK, but here in Brisbane, we've never seen it. We woke up, there's the fog, we jumped into the car to get here. Didn't occur to us about that there'd be any flight delays. Radio goes on and it was like set to the station and the exact moment where the presenter says, oh, all the flights have been diverted from Brisbane Airport to the Sunshine Coast. And we just looked at each other and
I
went,
think it was Gold Coast, but yes.
Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast. So Robert started driving, I got on the phone to Qantas and they said, no, just come as usual. So actually, thumbs up to Qantas who answered the phone and were able to check all that out while we were driving, and that was within about 5 minutes. They were able to confirm everything was good. So marvellous service.
They made a comment after the end of the radio, after they'd given that announcement, said, oh my God, can you imagine if you were going on your big international trip today and you woke up to this? And we went, yes, we did.
We are.
Anyway, it was a bit of traffic on the road. The fog wasn't too bad on the road. We've arrived at the airport now. We're at the departures. So we're off to check the bags in and do all our formalities.
But actually, do you know, there's no queues.
Very quiet.
What time is it now? It's about 8 o'clock?
Yeah, isn't that?
About 8 o'clock in the morning.
Quiet.
And it's, it looks like it's going to be quite hassle-free.
All right, let's go and get these done.
How wonderful is this? So we've arrived at check-in at Brisbane International Airport, not a queue in sight. And I think that's because we have self-check-in. So these are marvellous, aren't they? You put your passport in here, click on all the little buttons to say which flight you're going on, and it checks you in, gives you your baggage tags so you can play check-in person. It's like playing post office, isn't it? So you put your own little stickers on and your this little luggage tag, and then all we have to do now is go and drop the bags off ourselves.
Yeah, you've got weigh scales over here, you weigh them and off you go through immigration. Bye bag, see you later. Hopefully. Okay, let's go.
Got my receipt.
Usually it's us seeing people off here, but this time it's our turn. Down the escalators and onto the immigration area.
I came armed with a flask of coffee to have in their car, but look, I've got to dispose of all liquids.
They've actually got a variety of disposals. We've got the liquids, mixed recycling, general waste, aerosols and prohibited items. All of which is, they've got different shapes as well. It looks like something off Play School. Today we're looking through the square window.
Seriously, this has been the easiest check-in I have ever known, I think, in my whole life.
We've just gone through security. It was all biometric, so you scan your passport. I couldn't take a video of it, obviously, but you scan your passport, you look at the screen, it recognises your eye print, and there you go. We're in the duty-free.
So simple. The only thing I would say is, do you know, of all the queues that people have to wait in, the one that people seem to go into a frenzy is when you have to put your bags and things to go through security. And you know, you put them on, you put things in the little buckets and it goes through the little camera thing.
The one where you have to get undressed.
Yes. Everybody goes into this panic of you've got to get through as quickly as possible, and people are trying to overtake you, and you have to take your scarves off and your hats and things and belts. And
I had to take my handkerchief out of my pocket this time. Handkerchief.
People are in a state of undress, and then there's people like trying to squeeze past you because it's like, I've got to get through this line as quickly as possible. It's like, please, just.
And then you've got to get dressed on the other end.
Yeah, just slow down, calm down. You've got hours when you get through to then wait for your plane.
Actually, it is so quiet in this duty-free area. It's so quiet, I cannot believe it.
I'm just going to say, right, okay, so most of you, all of you, I think will have been to something like either Disneyland or the zoo or one of those kind of things that you go to.
Disneyland, there's a big difference between Disneyland and a zoo.
What I mean is like a day out somewhere and you can't get out unless you have to exit through the souvenir shop. So you all know what I mean. You can't actually exit unless you go through the souvenir shop, and there's all these things that you have to buy. What Brisbane International Airport have now done is, when you come through security, you no longer just have the shop side by side and a walkway. You now have the gauntlet of goodies that you have to get through in order to get to the other side, to get to your like your departure lounge. So it's like going through the souvenir shop in one of those places. So you've got your liquor on one side and cigarettes and things, perfume and makeup on the other side.
All it needs is somebody to just come and spray you with a sample, doesn't it? Like a department store.
You literally cannot get through the other side unless you have to go weave your way through all these goodies.
Well, let's go and see we're at gate 81, so let's go and see what the board says and make sure we're still on time after this fog.
Look, my experience in an airport is not complete unless I go and put a little squirt very expensive perfume on.
Go on, let's do the testers.
The duty free, let's
All right,
go.
let's do the testers. I have had my sample of Hugo Boss, which was very nice. $157 didn't seem a bad price, but I'm not really an aftershave person. But Al's found the hats here.
So yeah, we're still weaving our way through the kind of the souvenir shop of the airport.
It is a souvenir shop. Look, over here, you can buy a koala for $32.
So we saw these hats. Now look at these. So they do look like they do look like lampshades. I'm one of those people that I normally can wear a hat, pretty much throw anything on, and it looks reasonable on me. It doesn't, does it? Believe it or not, this is about $219 worth of very peculiar looking hats. But I think it's because they fold up, and I'm trying to work out how they fold. And I've got to this far where it kind of folds up like that, and then Robert walked away because he thought I was going to break it, but I'm sure that's why it's been designed, but not today.
No, but you know what I wouldn't mind now, actually? I wouldn't mind a coffee before we get on the plane. And I'm sure you wouldn't say no to a coffee either.
I just had to throw mine down the sink, so I am definitely going to say yes to a cup of coffee.
Let's go find a cafe and make sure that the plane's on time. Right, we've managed to get through the duty free, and our gate is directly as we come out of the duty free, which is great. And there is a Hudson's Coffee just by the gate. So we've ordered some coffees. We've got about an hour to go, I think, till boarding. So we'll sit back, relax, just make sure we've got everything in order.
It is not that cold to be wearing a scarf, despite it being foggy. The reason for this was a very last minute thing, that I had all my outfit ready to come on the plane, and look, it's a white t-shirt and a white jacket, and I put it together and I thought that's going to look lovely. And then of course this morning I realised that by the time I get off the plane I'm probably going to have dinner and coffee and all kinds of things down the front, so I thought, I know, I'm going to put a scarf on. So this is actually, this is a bib. This is to make sure that I get off the plane and I look nice and smart and clean.
So here's a little story. A few years back, I was flying down to Sydney for a job interview. Had a white shirt on and my suit, and I got on the plane. The plane was coming into land, and of course they're clearing up all the cups, and the hostess spilt one of the cups of coffee all the way down the front of my white shirt. I didn't get the job, and I like to think it's because I had a coffee stain on my shirt, but I'm not really sure. We are a little bit delayed because they were waiting for some of the services. I think it was the food services. It is now 20 to 11, so we're 10 minutes after the time we should have taken off. Hopefully they'll catch up with some time, because we've got a train to catch when we get into Narita. Anyway, we are now boarding, and hopefully we'll be off in not too long now.
Just about to board.
Hello.
All good, thank you. Enjoy your flight. Bye.
Thank you.
Hello, two of you today. Yeah, just one at a time, please.
Gate number 80. We're on the plane, and this is almost empty. This entire section, I've just counted, there are 31 of us. 31, a whole heap of empty seats. So we've got plenty of space to move around if we want to. While we're waiting, I'm checking out the menu, which is available on our in-flight television screen. So we've got the main menu. There we've got the options there. Mid-flight, we've got some snacks that we can have. There's a light dinner. A couple of options there. I'm not sure how Al's going to get on because there is no meat-free, dairy-free option there, and then it's also got the selection of drinks that you can choose from: wines, aperitifs, spirits, and some beers.
Any non-alcoholic beers?
I didn't see any non-alcoholic beers on there, but we can ask. It does say non-alcoholic drinks, and it's just got juice and soft drinks. Maybe not.
Boring.
I know.
Okay.
So we'll check out what the movies are and what we're going to watch. We've got 9.25 hours on this flight, so we'll probably get in 2 or 3 movies.
But it's so empty. We might kind
That's
of
unbelievable.
swap seats and
Watch
put
2
our-
movies at once.
Put our feet up, I think.
You may notice I've got different glasses on. These are my computer, my screen reading glasses. Anyway, it's 11:15. We're about 45 minutes late. Hopefully we'll make some of that up because we've got the train to catch. We are heading off to the runway. Here we go.
I think we may make up time because we're so light. There's only about 4 of us on the whole flight. So
True.
I think we're just going to fly.
Especially if we get a wind behind us.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Because we've got so much space on this plane, Elle's made herself comfortable and taken my seat.
Look
I've
at
had to
you.
move into another seat.
I've got all the pillows behind me here and my little blanket, screen, drink, snacks.
That's
I'm
it.
good to go.
All we need now is a G&T.
It's good as business class.
We're watching Saw 10. We've got some snacks. Whoop, we've got some snacks. And we got a beer. What more could you want on a flight?
Qantas have done me proud. We pre-ordered my meal online, which was a vegan meal. Oh, there were so many options. I finally chose the Indian vegan meal, and
I think it's called strict vegetarian. It's a Jain meal.
so it's dairy-free, meat-free. It's
J-A-I-N. Sorry if I
completely
mispronounced it.
plant-based. And so this is the curry. It's absolutely delicious. It's come with naan bread, a little thing of dried fruits. I am so lucky. They also have the non-alcoholic beers, and I've got an apple, and they've also put in a little carton of soy milk, but dairy-free, for me to have the coffee afterwards, which I just thought was just brilliant that somebody had remembered to do that, because on other flights I haven't been able to have the tea or the coffee afterwards because they don't have the specialty milk. So well done, Qantas. This is absolutely delicious.
For my meal, I have got the beef brisket with roast potatoes. Let's have a quick look at this. Ooh, it smells delicious. There's a piece of focaccia and a Shiraz. This smells delicious.
I have just received my second in-flight meal, and so this time, this is really hot. This time it is a vegan masala with green beans. Oh, look at that! Chickpeas and green beans and rice.
What's in the bag?
And then in the bag, what's like a little picnic, let's see.
Got some more fruit.
Got the dried fruit. They're delicious.
Right.
It's fresh fruit without any sugar or anything added. I've got some naan bread again, I
Oh, wow.
think. It feels like, yeah, a little thing of naan bread.
It's like a goodie bag.
I know. Oh, and I've got some
there's
spread,
bread. There's fish
dairy-free spread, and another apple, and another little soy milk. How wonderful! And then some cutlery. That's gorgeous. And they've also brought round snacks as well. So, actually, I'm not that hungry, but I am going to tuck into this. Looks gorgeous.
The regular choice is spinach and ricotta ravioli with vegetables, or miso shiitake beef with steamed rice. I think I might have the spinach and ricotta. So I went for the spinach and ricotta ravioli. Treat reveal. Oh, thank you. Some bread. That's warm. That's lovely, that bread's warm. And here we go. Spinach and ricotta ravioli. with, I think that's got roast vegetables as well. And also for dessert, we've got a wattle seed brownie. It smells very nice, actually. We have just arrived in Tokyo. It is, it's about 7:05, so we've caught up a little bit of time. It's just going dark. It's 18 degrees, which is a bit cold for us, so we'll put our fleeces on. We're hoping to get the 7:53 Narita Express, so we've got about 50 minutes to get through to the wherever it is we're going, and we've got to get our bags, go through immigration and get to there. So we'll see how we go. Right now we're going to get off the airplane. It was a great flight, by the way. We'll tell you more about it later.
Yeah, it was perfect. A perfect landing, just everything's been really good.
Okay, we're off the plane. We're walking. It really is very, very quiet here. We're walking through the airport, going to baggage reclaim. Everything's in English as well as Japanese, so it's pretty easy to work our way around. Arrivals up the escalator. Haven't seen baggage reclaim yet, but it will be up here, no doubt. We have arrived at the immigration office. We've got separate Japanese and other passports. We are through immigration, not a problem. There's a bit of a queue. I think there's a few flights came in at the same time. We're now at the baggage reclaim, waiting for our bags. But we have missed the 7:53 train, the Narita Express. I think the next one is 8:47, so that's the one we're going to be aiming to get now. So we're just waiting for our bags, and we've got one coming. The first one's just coming round now. Hopefully the second one will be following it. Here we go, bag number 2. That was fairly quick. Al's looking out how to get the Narita Express. We'll grab this off and away we go. Okay, I omitted the fact that we've not been through customs yet, so we've got to fill out a yellow form and go through customs before we can get on the train. Al's onto this now, glasses on, and she's going to be speed form filling.
Speed form, there we go. Speedy form.
We're through the customs, we've come down the escalators, and now we're in the queue for the Narita Express. We'll check it out and make sure we're in the right queue. We can buy our tickets right here, the lady upstairs said, so hopefully we'll do that. And then we've got about 35 minutes before the train. The train has arrived, so we're now getting on the Narita Express to Yokohama. Here we go. Okay, we are on the train now to Yokohama. The ticket inspector's just come around. He made us move because the seat that we were in was actually booked from Tokyo to Yokohama, so, but he did confirm that we are on the right train. So we've got about an hour and a half on this train now. I'll show you the train in a second. There's not many of us on there, and it's quite warm, but it's very smooth. It seems to be running quite fast. It goes. This will take us all the way through to Yokohama when we get a local train, a couple of stops just to get to the hotel. Yeah, we are on the way to Yokohama. Here's the train. It's quite big. The seats are really comfortable. It's sort of like, this is just an ordinary seat. This is not a first class seat. And there are plenty of them. And you get a little board that tells you where we are. So it's now, what, 9:10. We're going to sit back, relax a little bit. I know we've been relaxing for the last 9 hours, but now we know we're on the right train. And we are pretty much, well, hopefully, home and dry on the way to the hotel. There goes the Narita Express. And we've just arrived at Yokohama station, so now we need to find the train line that's going to take us to the hotel. Have you worked it out, Al?
I have. It's in Minatomiri. No, I've absolutely butchered that name. Minatomiri I'm going to go with. So it looks like we've got to go down some stairs, which with the cases is going to be a bit of fun. We might see if we can find a lift, if there is one. We found a lift, yay! Now we just need to find where we're going to buy the tickets from. Where we get from? Oh, which button to press? Oh, this is it's a big station. I think there's a sign up here. Let's go and have a look over here, Al, and see what. There's a red one. I think that was Minatomiri line or something like that. It was a red colour, and it isn't. So that's the Tokaido line. Have you found it? Ah, yes, it's the blue one there. The Minato. I think it's this one here. So this is the station. This is the line that will take us to the station that is right by the hotel. Okay, we have found it with the help of, actually with the help of the guy who was asking us for some change as well.
and he told us where to go. So down here, and it's down the steps. We still haven't found where to buy a ticket, but again, we'll keep looking. There's got to be somewhere. There's a newsagent here. We might ask him there. There we go. We popped into the news shop, and the guy there helped us out with the help of a translator machine. He didn't speak English, but he had a translator on his phone, so we spoke into it and he spoke back, and we worked it out. We're on our way to get a ticket.
Gosh, so working out these machines, these beautiful people here helped us just here to negotiate these. We've got these beautiful people. Should you just say hello?
Hello there.
And these lovely girls as well.
Thank you so much for your help. Thank you.
So it's just so difficult to work out, but once they showed us what to do, we found the line. It says here international,
Guidance will be
English,
displayed in English.
purchase the tickets, you get 2 adults. We wanted that line.
No, that's the price.
Oh, that's the price, and anyway, then we pressed it all, and
We've
the
got
card
2
in.
tickets
2 tiny tickets, but
to
we got
Nihan
there, we got
Nodori.
help,
So,
which was
and
fantastic.
I believe it's number 1, which is line number 1. So over here, round about here, we go line number 1. Okay, off we go. Okay, so you put your ticket in here. It goes out the other end. You go through, pick your ticket up, and away we go. Here's my ticket. There you go, Al.
Before we came, we had we'd read so many times about there being different rail companies that operate all within the same rail system, and I'd kind of got that, and it was only then when we're here that you go, ugh, your brain just goes dead, because we're not used to that. There's different companies operating actually at the same station, and you have to obviously buy the right ticket to go with the right train that you are getting. So that confused us no end. And then there's also lines where you can just use your Visa card directly to tap on, and then other lines that you can't. And then you can't use the ticket you've got from one line to go on another line. You have to use the right one. So it does get very, very confusing, and it would be great if every one of them just had that you could just tap your Visa card or your phone, but not yet. Maybe in the future it will, but not yet. Anyway, the people are just beautiful. I mean, we've read that, but unless you experience it firsthand, yeah, you don't appreciate just how lovely they are. And we have just we've just been bowing to everybody in gratitude. The same, they were just like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just straight away, because they're so lovely and they bow to you. Yeah, so stressful but really nice at the same time to get so much help.
So we've worked it out, we're on the train, so we're going to Nihon Odori, which is MM05, and we're coming up to MM03. These trains are pretty good actually. They're not quite as luxurious as the next train, but they're perfectly adequate, and they're very quick, and actually they've got a better air conditioning than the next. To be honest, it's a lot cooler in here. So we're going to be 3. We've got 1, 2, 3 stops, and then we should be literally just a few meters from the hotel. This is what the inside of these trains looks like. It's late at night, so it's very quiet at the moment, but ordinarily I would imagine it's a lot more packed than this. See, this is an easier station. There's only one way to go. Oh, and it says gate. I think we're getting comfortable with this now, Al. Final ticket deposit into the machine, and it should keep it and let you through. Yes. She's gone through with my ticket.
So there's a big map on the wall at this station, and it's got the different exits, and we found the Citadines. I have to say it's so good that they've put everything in English. It says number 4 exit this way. It lists all the different exits, so it's got Citadines, which is actually our hotel. So it's actually showing us from the station which way we need to go to get to our hotel. So thank goodness, that's perfect.
Exit 4, this way. I can see a number 4, let's go for it. Because it's getting late now, it's 11 o'clock now.
So just round the corner from the station, here we've even got our very own lifts. How good
Actually,
is that?
they did say it was at the base of the hotel, and it actually is. The station is right here.
Yeah, it's actually got our own lifts.
Okay, let's check in. And then we'll find a 7-Eleven and grab something to drink. Sam parched, it's 4 hours since the plane landed. Can't believe it's taken that long actually. Probably would have been quicker if we would have known what we were doing, but there you go. And the lift's here straight away, fantastic. And this is very much like it showed in the brochures. Okay, we're all checked into the room. We've actually been down to the 7-Eleven, which is literally, I don't know, less than a minute away.
Yeah.
It's open 24 hours a day. You can get all sorts of things at the 7-Eleven. We'll maybe tell you a little bit more about that because it's getting late and we've got to be up early in the morning.
Booze and food really are the most important things.
Oh, yes. So I've got myself a couple of cans of this Japanese beer. Al's got this, I'm not really sure what it is. It's sort of a lemony drink.
It's a zero alcohol and actually I've had a taste of it and it's got a lemon sour, so it's not like a sweet lemony drink, which I don't really like anything too sweet.
nice.
So yeah, that's really nice.
And because we're getting a little bit peckish, we've got some of these little packs of pre-prepared. It's not really sushi. It's got some rice. It's got some salmon. It's got some egg. They were probably around about $4 in Australian money when you do the conversion. So we're going to have a bit of a snack. We're going to take a few things out of the suitcase that they're going to crease, things like jackets, and then we're going to call it a night because in the morning we've got to be up early and we've got breakfast included, and then we're off to Tokyo. So that is our journey to Tokyo. It's had its moments. Been a bit eventful, especially when we got here. It was sort of fine up till then, but the fog this especially, there was a few things, wasn't there? Really,
I have to say, nothing really went wrong.
No.
And for all the reading, I mean, I must have read so many times about how to get here. And it was just still a big mess.
It did.
When we arrived, it was just I just can't believe I read how to do it.
It did seem to take a long time, and I think some of that is probably because we didn't know what we were doing, and some of it is because we were delayed and we missed that 7:53 train. Anyway, there we go. We are here. We've got a full day tomorrow, and then we've got the morning before we get on the cruise ship. So we're going to call it.
Did we say as well? We've been upgraded.
I think I did say it when we came in, but yes, we've been upgraded to a room with a view. It overlooks, and I have said this actually. Yes, it overlooks the cruise terminal, and we will show you tomorrow in the daylight.
Really excited. Yeah.
Oh, it's fabulous! It's been a very, very eventful day. If you've liked this video, please hit like, please hit subscribe, and hit the notification button if you want to see more of our videos. We're going to call it a night for tonight. We'll bring you.
The hair's already up in a ponytail.
We'll bring you everything we're doing in Tokyo tomorrow, and of course the cruise from there on in. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. For now.
Bye.